6 on a Tuesday morning. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 6 o'clock.
Help for America's farmers. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump announces a $12 billion bailout program for farmers who've struggled to sell crops because of a trade war over tariff rates. He says the money comes from tariff revenues.
What we're doing is we're taking a relatively small portion of that, and we're going to be giving and providing it to the farmers in economic assistance, and we love our farmers.
The president also says it's up to War Secretary Hegseth whether to release video of a second strike on a suspected drug smuggling boat in September, killing 2 survivors of the initial strike. He'd said last week whatever video there is would be released. In the questioning yesterday, the Supreme Court appears like it'll rule in favor of presidents having more power to fire the heads of federal agencies.
The president should feel like he had a good day in court. Here's what happened. Earlier this year, the president tried to remove FTC Commissioner Rebecca Slaughter, sent her an email saying that her continued service on the commission was, quote, inconsistent with my administration's priorities. The administration argued the president, as chief executive, has broad power over agencies, employees, and appointees arguably within the executive branch. Now, there was no claim that she was being fired under the reasons permitted by statute for inefficiency, neglect of duty, or malfeasance, so she sued.
Fox chief legal correspondent Shannon Bream. A church in Dedham, Massachusetts is keeping on display a nativity scene with a sign saying, "ICE was here," where Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus figurines would normally be.
Despite backlash from some in the community, Reverend Stephen Gisoma said he was pleased his message highlighting the plight of immigrants and sharing that all are welcome spread so far, even after the Archdiocese of Boston last week called for its removal, saying the people of God have the right to expect that when they come to church, they will encounter genuine opportunities for prayer and Catholic worship, not divisive political messaging.
It's Fox 25 Boston's Christine McCarthy. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
An emergency response and a police officer injured. You've got a clear radar, 26 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 41. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. A man and a police dog were injured in a shooting Monday afternoon in Martinsville. Morgan County deputies responded to a home near Patton Lake where a homeowner had reported a break-in. When the first deputy arrived, they saw the door had been forced open and called for backup, including a canine named Bully.
As the canine started to go towards the person, he reached back behind him, grabbed a large blunt object and struck the canine over the head, rendering it unconscious, and then struck it at least 2 or 3 more times.
That's Morgan County Sheriff Richard Myers, who said the deputy shot the man in response.
These dogs, they save officers' lives every day, and that's what we saw here.
And Myers said the canine is going to be okay. The man who was shot was taken to an Indianapolis hospital. Forecasters are watching for snow in Indiana this week, but forecaster Casey Fuson at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says many details are still uncertain.
At this time, it's still a little too far out to say exactly, but probably just kind of the hit or miss. Could see measurable snow.
And she says rain is expected to move in today and continue into tomorrow, especially in the northeastern part of the state. The Indiana Hoosier football team, ranked number 1 in the country, is now turning its attention to the college football playoff.
You might have noticed in their win over Ohio State on Saturday that Hoosier wide receiver Omar Cooper left the game in the first quarter favoring one of his legs. On Sunday, Hoosier head coach Curt Cignetti gave an update on that.
Omar will know a little bit more as we go. We don't expect it to be anything. We don't think there was anything that happened in the game that will be affect our next game.
He says the long layoff until they play in the Rose Bowl on January 1st will be a new thing to navigate, but Cignetti believes in what he calls his high-character guys being ready to play. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indianapolis Colts officially announced that Daniel Jones, their quarterback, is out for the season with a torn Achilles. Riley Leonard, who's the backup, is dealing with the knee injury, so they're bringing in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers for a workout today. They play the 10-3 Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Tuesday morning. It's 6:04.
Anticipation of the Christmas season offers the celebration of joy, hope, and redemption as we celebrate the birth of Jesus. But maybe you don't feel joyful. You've lost hope, and redemption of your situation seems impossible. Grief isn't limited to the loss of a loved one through death. Many life circumstances can initiate grief and inhibit our ability to embrace meaningful moments. But you don't have to grieve without hope. Join us at Life Church for our Blue Christmas services, designed to give you space for your grief. Go to lifechurchin.com for more information.
Pat Sullivan here. Fire emergency? I've had one. If you do, call Michaelis. Owner Richard Michaelis explains why.
Michaelis is local and family owned. 39 years of experience with 24/7, 365 response. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified, restoring your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
And Michaelis helps you through the insurance process, giving you peace of mind. Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIX-INDY.
All right, Boonies, crash on northbound 65 before Whitestown Parkway. No delay. It just happened a few minutes ago, but it is there again. Northbound 65 before Whitestown Parkway. Crash, no delay at the moment. And Hancock County, good morning. Eastbound 70 if you're heading to Ohio. Crash off that State Road 9 exit just after. In fact, it's blocking the right lane and backing us up for about a mile to that State Road 9 exit. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Tony, good morning. On this Tuesday, we are chilly again this morning, partly to eventually mostly cloudy, breezy as we go throughout the day today, but should be a little warmer. Today's high, 41. Cloudy skies tonight. Scattered rain showers arriving late tonight into the overnight hours, remaining breezy with overnight lows into the mid and upper 30s. Wednesday, scattered rain showers in the morning. Colder temperatures sliding in for the afternoon. We'll flip the switch to scattered snow showers. Blustery, Wednesday's high 42. Thursday, mostly cloudy, a chance of snow late, a high of 30. And Friday, partly cloudy, a few light snow showers and highs into the low 30s.
That's Marcus Bailey. Very direct, very focused. He's in and out these days. He's just, man.
Just trying to lock in, Tony.
That is like a German timepiece. Efficient and cold.
I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment, I think.
You are welcome.
Thanks.
26 degrees right now in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. Philip Rivers. They're bringing him back for a workout. And I know what you're saying to me. I'm sorry, Tony. We must have misheard. Faulty connection. Did you just say Philip Rivers? Philip, not Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers? Yes, I did. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The former Indianapolis Colts quarterback. The former San Diego Chargers before they fled to Los Angeles in the wimpiest move ever. They've brought him back. They're going to see if he can go under center. What happened to Riley Leonard? I don't know. Something with his knee. Well, what happened to Daniel Jones? Well, I say it this way. Very clearly, the Indianapolis Colts knew the leg injury was worse than they were telling us and told him to go out there anyway. Not looking out for his best interest, not looking out for long-term team best interest, not bringing anybody else to be able to cover. If you didn't think that your backups were of caliber to be able to do the job, and they set an entire season on fire for it. Oh, this is, to me, Chris Ballard 101. Not explaining what's happening, not sharing with the Colts faithful. That's what this team does under Chris Ballard again and again and again. That's just my take. Someone else could have a different take, have more data. I could change my mind. But faith in Chris Ballard? No. No. they really did put Daniel Jones out there to have a heck of a lot of potential problems, and now they have with the Achilles, which he had the surgery on to repair. The season is done. So for those of you paying attention to leg injuries, that's Caitlin Clark, Tyrese Halliburton, Daniel Jones, possible knee with Riley Leonard. I do not know what the curse is, but it is clearly Joe Hogsett's fault. Honestly, I might not be wrong about that. So they're bringing in Phillip Rivers. That is just nutty. By the way, if he plays, I'm going to watch. Absolutely, I'm going to wish him well. And if you say to me, where is Anthony Richardson? He still has the orbital fracture from an exercise band, so he's not coming back. And we do have Brett Rippon on the squad. He's on the practice squad. So there doesn't seem to be much faith in his ability, but there he is. We will watch to see what happens. As for redistricting, passes the Senate committee 6-3 and will get to the full floor for a vote from the Indiana Senate. I am 50-50 on where this goes. You need 26 votes. It shouldn't be that hard to obtain. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And for all the outside groups, you can discuss why. Hey, this is why you should do this, why you should do that. America's counting on you. You can do all those things. If you get into the threats, and on the primary threats, you understand that this General Assembly doesn't give a damn at all. You look and sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. You're not tough. No one is scared of you here. Make the argument, like I have, about redistricting. And then let's get it over the finish line. That's it. That's how it works. You're going to scream and yell about primary challenges. You're going to call people names. And honestly, all you're doing is turning people off and giving more ammunition for saying, forget you, and forget Trump, and forget the rest. And if you're making this about Trump, you're also doing it wrong. But if any of you had just bothered to check an ego at the door, be rational people, and give a phone call to a lot of different people across the state, not just myself, could have saved yourself a lot of heartache and embarrassment. But you didn't. So I'm trying to help you now with these last couple of days. I don't know if you'll take the advice, but you should, because you're not as smart as you think you are. And you've come off looking very silly. And that's not helpful. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick, an Evansville company riding the pickleball popularity wave, and workers in Shelbyville vote to unionize. Those stories and much more at 6:32 inside Indiana Business.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow's going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall, or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
The holidays are here. Is endless hot water at the top of your Christmas wish list? Luckily, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering an amazing special during the holiday season. $1,000 off a tankless water heater. Give the gift of endless hot water and save $1,000 by calling Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Stay warm this holiday season with endless hot water from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give them a call at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT.
Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Traffic on the 5s and Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony, up in Boone County, eastbound Whitestown Parkway is closed between Indianapolis Road and I-65. Okay, eastbound lane's completely shut down right now because of a crash. Hancock County, eastbound 70 at State Road 9, crash blocking the right lane about a mile after the ramps, and traffic is backed up to that Indiana 9 interchange. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves, was that 26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace through strict.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Whole home protection of your water for what matters most. People, pets, plumbing, and appliances. The sale's on at C&J, and it's a good one. 317-733-SOFT.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Mind and Lab-Grown Diamond Store.
$12 billion is a lot of loot. A lot of loot. And that's what farmers are getting. According to President Trump, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. $12 billion. That's... The question is why?
Delighted to announce this afternoon that the United States will be taking a small portion of the hundreds of billions of dollars we receive in tariffs. We are making a lot of money from countries that took advantage of us for years. They took advantage of us like nobody's ever seen. Our deficits are way down because of tariffs. I guess because of the election, because without the election you wouldn't have tariffs. You'd be sitting here losing your shirt. But we're taking in billions. We're really taking in trillions of dollars if you think about it, Scott, because the real number is, when you think of all the money being poured into the country for new auto plants and all of the other things, AI. So what we're doing is we're taking a relatively small portion of that, and we're going to be giving and providing it to the farmers in economic assistance. And we love our farmers, and as you know, the farmers like me because.
That's great, but I didn't pay tariffs for the farmers. I'm not angry with the farmers at all. But the tariffs are a tax, and now you're telling us instead of paying down the debt, which was the plan, and I didn't think it was a great plan, but all right, I'll take debt being paid down. We're now deciding specific projects based on your discretion to give dollars to from tariffs I don't want to pay anyway. No, I'm not happy. I like farmers. I don't mind them getting help. But if we've opened up the market to their goods, where's the buying? This is the problem. This is the entirety of the argument. I have got a myriad of things that I am happy with this president. This is not one of those things. New York Post, their editorial yesterday. Listen to the people, President Trump. They really do feel economic pain. I cannot believe they are missing this with such force. Even if you don't want it to be a conversation about affordability. Because the left's idea of affordability is you pay more. You pay more taxes. Now that's what, Trump's version? You pay higher tariffs, now somebody else gets a deal. Everything's more affordable. You're welcome. Right here, where I work, people were informed about their health insurance and those premiums. We're not the only people dealing with this. The increase is large. Large. Oh, nobody's happy. Nobody is happy. And this is just one of many things where prices have gone up, and we don't feel we're getting a value for it. So now we pay more for goods. We don't feel we're getting a value for it. And now we have picked certain groups to benefit as opposed to the nation writ large. Well, Tony, if milk is less expensive, you're benefiting. That is not an argument that's going to really satisfy. I don't mind help, and I don't mind respect, and I don't mind making it easier for farmers. I mind $12 billion. The $11 billion would be available for one-time payments. Another $1 billion is set aside to ensure the department can meet other needs. Yeah. No. Thanks. Then you have Congress, which wants to be able to withhold funding to the Pentagon until they release the boat footage. You know, the drug boat getting destroyed? They went back and shot at it again. Double tap is what that would be called. I don't know if Congress is going to get that. Congress is going to withhold 1/4 of Pete Hegseth's travel budget until the Pentagon turns over videos of the strikes. His travel budget, you say? All right. Well, if you want the Secretary of War, Secretary of Defense flying commercial, I'm sure he'll do it. That'll be safe. They want unedited video strikes conducted against designated terrorist organizations in the area of responsibility of the United States Southern Command. And they want that for the House and Senate Armed Services Committee. Now, there is an oversight conversation to be had here. Let's not think that Congress doesn't have oversight capability of the military. Absolutely, they do. Do I mind them seeing the video? No, I don't. Is it more probable than not they're going to get the video? Yes. What is this? It seems like silliness. People got briefed. Now you need the video. All I wanted was the video of Joe Biden giving the testimony there to Richard Hur, the special counsel who was looking into what a feeble old man he is. And you were like, oh, we can't show you the video. This is what Merrick Garland said, the then Attorney General. It'll expose our tactics. We can't allow that. Same rules, guys. Same rules. Maybe later. Maybe later you can get it. No, not the same rules. All right, I'm just saying they set the rules, and I think that they should have to live by the rules that they set. Just one man's theory. Speaking of rules, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to marry your brother to help them get into the country legally. And now you have Somali community leaders who are saying out loud, absolutely Ilhan Omar married her brother. The guy who became her second husband, her brother. She wanted to get her brother papers so he could stay in the United States. So she did it. We all thought she was just getting papers to allow him to stay in this country. By the way, Ilhan Omar is Muslim, and I did not know this. She was married to her brother by a Christian minister. I have so many questions, starting with, let's talk about the violation of the law here in the jail time. Full investigation. I mean, this should have been investigated anyway. Full investigation, please. Don't stop. And anybody offended by it, don't care. Your offense is not as offensive as Ilhan Omar right now without the proof of this. This has long been rumored. This has long been rumored. This has been rumored for a long time. There you go, Tony. Investigate. Oh, by the way, do I think it's true? I 10,000% think it's true. But I'll take the investigation and let that make the decision. Happily. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Hancock County eastbound, 70 about a mile after the State Road 9 interchange. It is a crash blocking the right lane and backing up traffic for a mile to that interchange. Boone County, we're looking at a crash enclosure on eastbound Whitestown Parkway, and that's going to be at the I-65 ramps. Okay, Whitestown Parkway closed at that eastbound direction. Again, at the I-65 interchange. And then we see eastbound 70 stop and go out in Hendricks County from State Road 39 for about a mile, and we're keeping an eye on that. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
I went and talked to the Senate. Just how inspired were they?
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
And Masters Heating and Cooling, you don't have to guess, because all those very confusing ads for HVAC companies and plumbing companies, they cut through all of that nonsense. With Masters Heating and Cooling, you can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free. You can make your next home decision with confidence. With peace of mind, Masters Heating and Cooling takes care of my family, and my house is warm in the winter, cool in the summer. They have done a perfect job. They changed how my system runs, so I'm saving money month after month, and you can get that free HVAC second opinion from Masters Heating and Cooling. You can also get 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system purchase. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling and get all the details, and great deals on water heater installation and tankless water heaters. Masters Heating and Cooling, right here in Central Indiana, right here for you. David, the entire team, fantastic. Call them right now. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Express the heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be the symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Promoting his economic plan in a key swing state. You have a clear radar. It's 26 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 41. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. President Trump is headed to Mount Airy Casino Resort in Pennsylvania today.
It's the first stop on the president's tour of the U.S. in the coming weeks that's expected to focus on his economic agenda in an effort to build support in advance of next year's midterms. Republican Congressman Rob Bresnahan represents the 8th District and is expected to attend the event. His seat will likely be among the country's most closely watched House races as Democrats try to whittle the GOP's narrow majority and reclaim control of the chamber.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers reporting. ICE operations are underway in Minnesota this morning following a fraud scandal. The Trump administration points to the state's Somali community after 8 men were charged with wire fraud for stealing money from Housing Stabilization Services, part of Minnesota's Department of Human Services.
Unfortunately, it's really been put to test these last few years. I keep hearing renewed calls to reel it back and to disincentivize these program users. And it's really, it's disappointing that this has happened in the way it has.
That's Minnesota State Senator Michael Holstrom talking to Fox News. He says the Treasury Department is investigating claims that members of the Somali community are sending stolen funds to Al-Shabaab, a group linked to Al-Qaeda, a terrorist organization. A member of KISS is advocating for musicians on Capitol Hill today.
Gene Simmons is pulling double duty while in Washington, D.C. The KISS co-founder, who just received Kennedy Center honors alongside his band over the weekend, will testify before the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee's Intellectual Property Subcommittee in support of legislation that will require radio stations to pay performers when their music airs. Music First, the coalition created to ensure music creators get fair pay for their work on all platforms, said the hearing marks the first time since 2009 that the Senate has examined legislation aimed at closing what supporters call the radio loophole and requiring radio companies to properly compensate artists for playing their recordings. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. It is 6:32. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Evansville-based Escalade is continuing to ride the pickleball popularity wave. Escalade acquired the Onyx brand in 2005, which includes a full line of pickleball products, including paddles, balls, and accessories. Senior project manager Jay Simmons says the company has enjoyed pickleball's explosive growth.
Onyx has been one of the original brands in the sport, and we've been able to, of course, grow the product portfolio from, a handful of paddles and balls to a full line of products, from paddles to balls and accessories in between.
After a nearly 2-month strike, more than 200 workers at the Horseshoe Indianapolis Casino in Shelbyville have voted to unionize. The table game dealers and dual rate workers at the casino cast their votes on Friday after 50 days on the picket line to join Teamsters Local 135. The Greater Columbus Economic Development Corporation has selected Phil Wagner to serve as its next president. Wagner, who will begin his new role in January, currently serves as president of the Rockwall Economic Development Corporation in Rockwall, Texas. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind.
advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Do you own an import-export business? If so, your company could save time and money with foreign trade zones. FTZs are designated sites across the United States where you can reduce, defer, and even eliminate import duties, helping you stay competitive in the global marketplace. If you're interested in becoming an FTZ, the Indianapolis Airport Authority can sponsor your application and start you on the path to savings, because smart companies get in the zone. Learn more at inzone.org.
Stakeholders behind the Polka Bash Connector Trail in northeast Indiana say additional funding is needed to complete the 82-mile pathway connecting Pokagon State Park in Steuben County to Wabache State Park in Wells County. Nearly 40 miles of the trail are now complete. Organizers say the Polka Bash Connector Trail will be one of the longest in the state and help boost tourism, economic development, and recreational opportunities. This is Gary Dickford, 93 WIBC.
All right, Boonies, eastbound Whitestown Parkway is closed at I-65 between Indianapolis Road and I-65. That's because of a crash, and be careful in the area. Could be difficult to make your southbound exit. Also looking at eastbound 70 in Hendricks County, stop and go State Road 39 over to County Road 525 East. Crash in Hancock County, eastbound 70, 1 mile after State Road 9. Right lane is closed and traffic backed up to that interchange. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We'll check on sports and Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. The Indianapolis Colts said yesterday that Daniel Jones is out for the season after tearing his Achilles in Sunday's loss to Jacksonville. Head coach Shane Steichen also revealed that backup Riley Leonard has a knee injury, which obviously creates a mess for his coaching staff.
Well, I think you got to be creative as an offensive staff and try to find ways to put your guys in position and do what the quarterback, whoever's out there, put them in position to be successful. And I think everyone needs to rally around that player. And you go out and play great in all three phases.
So in response, the Colts want to bring in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers for a workout today. They play the 10-3 Seattle Seahawks on the road this Sunday. The Indiana Pacers got a win last night, beating the Sacramento Kings 116-105. Andrew Nembhard dropped 28 points, and IU has about 3 weeks to get ready for the Rose Bowl. They don't know whether they'll play Alabama or Oklahoma. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
So the truth is, women live longer than men, often by many years. This has big financial consequences for women. They run a greater risk of running out of money in retirement. That's why it's critical women have the right strategy to file for Social Security. You really have to have someone that knows what they're doing.
The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong age. It's not understanding how Social Security impacts their IRA and 401k withdrawals, their taxes, and even their Medicare premiums. Discover how you could get the most out of your benefits with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now at 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swainco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement. a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swanco 317-407-1868 or swancollc.com.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Looking for the hottest trends in jewelry this year? Come to Pierce Jewelers and see their Love to Love collection in lab-grown diamond jewelry. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place.
Oh, the Christmas season. You gotta love it. Things are decorated, lights are twinkling. There's eggnog, which is perfect. By the way, the perfect meal, the Egg McMuffin, glass of eggnog. And of course, a close-by bathroom. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And because it's Christmas, I like to take a little moment each and every morning in December, take a breath and take a beat and share some good songs, some songs that they tell me that are of good cheer. And that's why I bring you Jews playing Christmas tunes.
Jews playing Christmas tunes. Oi, what a delight. Strings and bells, it's a holly jolly night. Ooh, yeah. So turn that radio up, it's totally in the groove. Even Meshuggah would quail and start to move. Ooh, yeah. Jews playing Christmas tunes, we're rocking the season.
These are songs that were either performed or written, Christmas songs, by Jews. I went a good classic, a 1953, because anytime you can play Eartha Kitt, you should play Eartha Kitt. And Tony, wasn't Eartha Kitt Catwoman? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she was. Can we all have a moment? Can we all have a moment to think about Eartha Kitt?
Hey, now.
See, that was appropriate, Carl. Well done. You're learning. You're getting there. You're getting there. I sent it to you, Carl. Did you get it?
Yeah, I have it.
All right. This, for the Christmas season, is Santa Baby. Producer Carl, hit it.
Boom, 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 boom,
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list.
Boom, 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 boom.
Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks.
I'm telling you,
Sign
she asked
your
for a
X
lot,
on
but
the line,
it's also
Santa
Eartha Kitt.
cutie, and hurry down
I
the
think Santa might have actually given that to her. I think Santa was just smitten. It makes perfect sense. Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. That was Jude playing Christmas tunes. We'll have another one for you tomorrow. Don't you worry about that. What do you got for traffic there, Matt?
We are looking at eastbound Whitestown Parkway in Boone County. It is shut down at I-65 because of a crash. Hancock County eastbound 70, about a mile after State Road 9, crash blocking the right lane. Southside northbound 65, slow after Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Time is 6:46.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Is your home ready for the holidays? Because nothing says season's greetings like realizing the in-laws are pulling into your driveway and your carpet still looks like it survived last year's gravy avalanche. And believe me, I've been there. Last Christmas, Uncle Sullivan tripped over the wrapping paper tube, launched his hot chocolate across the living room, and Aunt Terry, God bless her, tried to fix it with soap and water and something she swears wasn't hairspray. That's when I learned, don't DIY it. Call Zero Res. It's safe, effective, and way more reliable than whatever Aunt Terry finds under the sink. If it needs cleaning, Zero Res can handle it all. Carpets, air ducts, hardwood, LVP, tile and grout, upholstery, rug, stone, residential, and business. It's the perfect time for a holiday refresh or an end-of-year deep clean to start 2026 feeling like you actually have your life together. Zero Res has a 4.9 Google rating with over 5,100 reviews, so spots fill up fast. Call 317-388-5141 or go to ZeroResIndy.com.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hey, what's up? Hammer here. Look, the holidays can be fun, but they can also clutter up your house. You got to get some of that stuff out of there. And this is where Rubbish Works come in. Whatever you've got, you point and they come and pick it up. It could be furniture. It could be a construction site. Maybe you just want to declutter. Rubbish Works, 317-207-2749, or go to rubbishworks.com. Use the promo code HAMMER to get $25 off and declutter that house.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
So let me give you three things that are going on that nobody is really talking about, and they need to be. This was MS, they call themselves MS Now, don't they? They call themselves MS Now. And here's their report. Here's the headline that they've got. ICE has arrested nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records, data shows. Is that the story? No, that's not the story. That's the headline. That's the misleading headline. 75,000 people, no criminal records. That doesn't mean they're in the country legally, does it? It means that they haven't engaged in a criminal act while in the United States. But again, that's the headline, not the story. You want the story? First paragraph, which people don't even read. More than a third of the roughly 220,000 people arrested by ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers, in the first 9 months of the Trump administration had no criminal histories. Wait a second. I can do math, if only because I just got myself an update on my phone, so my calculator is working overtime right here. If I take 220,000 people and I subtract, 75,000 people, that means 145,000 people were on the streets who were here illegally with criminal records? You mean Donald Trump and Republicans got 145,000 people off the streets? Well, all right. Absolutely. Can I? Well, woohoo! Yeah. Oh my gosh, this plan is working fantastic. If that's not narrative pushing, what is? The entire purpose of this was actually NBC News. The entire purpose of the headline from NBC News was to engage a false narrative so people would see the headline and move on and think something when it wasn't the case. Because there's no saying that the 75,000 people, whether or not they were in the country legally. So that's one. Number two, in the, hey, don't count your chickens before they're hatched kind of way, Jimmy Kimmel got a contract extension. Let me say that again. The guy who absolutely lied and tried to tell people that the assassin of Charlie Kirk was somehow connected to Charlie Kirk. I mean, Candace Owens, I didn't know, wrote for Jimmy Kimmel. I, for one, am personally shocked. Jimmy Kimmel tried to make you think that it was somebody who was aligned with Kirk that assassinated Kirk. That wasn't the case. He was pulled off the air for a couple days. He gets put back on the air because nothing lasts forever. And now his deal has been extended through 2027. So, yeah. They don't care that they lose money. They don't care that they don't have ratings. None of that matters to ABC. It doesn't matter. This is who they are. This is what Disney wants. And if I'm Barry Weiss, you may be getting rid of Colbert, which is the right move. That doesn't mean you should get rid of late night, Barry. And I know you're running news, but there's an opportunity here. And you've got sway. There's a great opportunity here. Did I mention? We should talk about it. And then number 3, in the most I told you so moment I have had in a long, long time, Harvard-Harris poll showing that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. outranks Donald Trump when it comes to popularity. 43% favorable for Kennedy, 40% unfavorable. It puts him above J.D. Vance. No kidding. Because people like Maha, Make America Healthy Again. They like the idea that there's an actual pursuit to get the nonsense out of the foods. There's an honest conversation about a whole host of things, no matter what the left likes or doesn't like. This is connecting. And there's an opportunity to grab moms and women and all sorts of people, but I'm talking about those groups specifically. The problem is, some people think that RFK might be in a position to run for president himself. I don't want this. But the idea that what he's doing is working and he's more popular? Absolutely. Republicans should be running on Maha going into the midterms. Those are 3 things you needed to know. Matt Bear has traffic.
Eastbound 70 crash in Hancock County about a mile after the State Road 9 exit, and traffic backed up to that State Road 9 exit. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Applied Innovation customer Tom Cripps, CFO with Hungerford CPAs and Advisors, depends heavily on Applied Innovation during tax season for copiers, printers, and also secure shredding services.
We have a heavy need during tax season for a lot of documents that we need to confidentially dispose of.
Applied Innovation keeps your business up and running during critical times?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been great, and the service has been second to none.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Bottom line benefit is fast service, keeping the business up and running in efficient times and times that we need to get things done quickly. And I would say that trust relationship with Applied that they've provided with us and us with them, that we can count on them when we need to.
Applied Innovation, people you can count on. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here with a special message from my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Thanks, Pat. Jack Hope here. You know, 2025 was a year of growth for us as we added HVAC and electrical services to our business. This growth was due in large part to customers like you. Your support, your loyalty, and your trust has shaped Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling into who we are today. Thank you for making this year one to remember and for continuing to welcome us into your homes.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
This is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. The year-end 98th anniversary sale is here, and not only do we guarantee you the best price on furniture and mattresses with free delivery, but for a limited time, save 50% off all in-stock Big Green Egg accessories. Up to 25% off Berlin Gardens and Pollywood outdoor furniture and lift chairs starting at $5.99. Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Press 1 for balances. Press 2 for deposits. Press 3 to scream into the void.
We get it. These days, it's all phone menus and chatbots. But business banking doesn't have to be that way. Bank with Horizon and discover the power of real AI, advisor intelligence. Real people who answer calls, know your business, and go above and beyond to help you succeed. Get started today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Breathe in the wonder and joy of Christmas, where the extraordinary often shines through the ordinary moments, through kindness, care, and compassion. At Franciscan Health, we provide care rooted in faith, love, and dignity, and believe life is a gift and every moment is extraordinary. So take a breath and give thanks as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas. Franciscan Health. Love your extraordinary life.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why Morgan County deputies had to carry off one of their own after a reported break-in yesterday. What Hoosiers had to say to the state Senate looking at redrawing the state's voting maps. And the chances for rain and snow are on the rise after Fox News. From the Technology Recycler Studios on a Tuesday morning, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
Bringing down prices. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump brings his affordability message to Pennsylvania today, saying he's fixing a problem caused by Democrats.
President Trump is headed to Mount Airy Casino Resort in the northeastern part of the swing state. It's the first stop on the president's tour of the U.S. in the coming weeks that's expected to focus on his economic agenda in an effort to build support in advance of next year's midterms.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. That speech is scheduled at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time. He said last week whatever video there is would be released. Now President Trump says it's up to War Secretary Pete Hegseth whether to release video of a second boat strike in September, killing 2 survivors of the first strike.
That was a boat loaded up with drugs. I saw the video. They were trying to turn the boat back to where it could float. And we didn't want to see that because that boat was loaded up with drugs just like everything else.
The president there at the White House after announcing a $12 billion aid package for farmers hurt by a trade war over tariffs. A House Democrat is looking to move up to the Senate.
Representative Jasmine Crockett declaring,
I am running to become your next United States Senator from the state of Texas.
The 2-term Democratic congresswoman of the Dallas area looking to flip the Senate seat held by GOP Senator John Cornyn, who is running for re-election.
I'm done with the senators sitting around doing nothing while Trump takes your hard-earned money, skims your Social Security, slashes Medicare, and gives tax breaks to billionaires.
Saying she's running because polling suggests she can win. Crockett faces Texas State Representative James Tallarico of Austin in the Democratic primary. Cornyn faces GOP primary challenges from Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and Texas Congressman Wesley Hunt. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
There's a runoff election for mayor of Miami today between Republican city manager Emilio Gonzalez and a Democrat, former county commissioner Eileen Higgins. The election's technically nonpartisan. The last time a Democrat was elected Miami mayor was in 1997. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
An officer beaten and gunshots fired. Your radar is clear. It's 26 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 41. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. That's what happened in Morgan County yesterday. Jarrett Lewis has those details.
A Martinsville homeowner says someone was trying to break into their house near Patton Lake on Monday. When the first Morgan County deputy to arrive saw a door forced open, they called for backup, which included a K-9 team. Deputies say the man who broke in refused to come out. That's when K-9 Bullet was sent in.
As the K-9 started to go towards the person, he reached back behind him, grabbed a large blunt object, and struck the K-9 over the head, rendering it unconscious, and then struck it at least 2 or 3 more times.
Morgan County Sheriff Richard Myers says that's when shots were fired at the man. He was taken to a hospital in Indy. Bullet is awake and moving around again. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Monday at the State House.
I am standing before you to urge you to say no, not just to redistricting, but to the bullies not only in Washington, but in our own governor's office that are trying to tell you what you can and cannot do.
Danielle Cooney is against redrawing the state's voting maps, and this Lake County woman says, why not? Democrats rig elections often.
Other states shed their sense of fairness long ago. For decades, several states quietly gerrymandered congressional districts across the Northeast and in states like California and Illinois. to marginalize voters that they disagree with across the country.
And the House passed their version of the new maps on Friday. The Senate is expected to take up a vote later this week. Rain and snow possible throughout Indiana this week. Here's John Herrick.
The chances for rain start late Tuesday through early Wednesday, with the better chances for rain falling northeast of Indianapolis.
And then for the snow, it'll just be kind of hit and miss across the area for the end of the week and into the weekend.
Casey Fuson's a meteorologist at the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. She says temperatures will fall.
And then the temperatures are going to go back down Thursday and beyond. We're looking at the potential of highs on Saturday in the teens, which is not fun.
So she advises you to take it slow when you're driving and consider spending as much of the weekend inside if you can. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Heisman Trophy is given to the most outstanding college football player, and this year, 2 Hoosier hopefuls have been announced. One is IU quarterback Fernando Mendoza. The other is Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love.
Love becomes Notre Dame's first Heisman finalist since Manti Te'o in 2012. He powered the offense with 1,372 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns, added 3 more through the air, averaged nearly 7 yards a carry, and shattered the program's single-season touchdown record with 21. Love is also a finalist for the Walter Camp, Maxwell, and Doak Walker Awards. The Heisman Trophy will be awarded Saturday in New York. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana Pacers get back in the win column after beating the Sacramento Kings last night, 116-105. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, looking at eastbound Whitestown Parkway, that's closed at I-65 because of a crash. Hancock County eastbound 70 crash about a mile after State Road 9. This is a rolled semi, and the right lane is closed. We should be close to cleaning this up and reopening that lane here before too long, but traffic is stop and go for over a mile past that State Road 9 interchange. Again, that's eastbound 70 after State Road 9. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Make sure your home stays cozy and warm. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help with everything from water heaters, drain clearing, plumbing inspections, and more. Book at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Hey, good morning. We've got a chilly start with temperatures into the 20s. We will look for a partly to mostly cloudy sky today. Hey, for the first time in 12 days, we are going to see high temperatures into the 40s. It is going to be a bit breezy today, with winds gusting at times near 30 miles per hour later this afternoon. Overnight tonight, cloudy. Some scattered showers will develop. Lows will fall to 36. And then on Wednesday, some scattered rain showers, changing over to some snow showers. Could even be a few snow bursts as well, with some low visibility and quick accumulation. It's going to be blustery with the winds picking up. High temperatures technically will be early in the day in the 40s, will fall into the 30s into the afternoon.
That's Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Thank you, Tara. You are appreciated as always. 26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:07. All right, I'll bite. Phillip Rivers. We so don't have a quarterback. We went from being an unstoppable Indianapolis Colts team to clearly junior varsity. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Daniel Jones out with the Achilles injury. Hope the surgery went well and hope that he heals up. Riley Leonard might have a knee injury. The Colts clearly don't have any faith in Brett Rippon, who is the third string quarterback. And so they gave Phillip Rivers a call, who is 44 and is a grandfather and has been out of football for 4 years, and said, hey, what do you think? JMV joins us right now. He is the voice of sports in Indiana on 93.5, 107.5, the Fan. Before we get into Phillip Rivers, I'm going to say it as I say it. You don't have to agree with me. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. This is Chris Ballard's modus operandi. He lies to the fans. I think he lies to others. That's my take. And if it's not a lie, I don't know what to call it. Clearly, Daniel Jones is more injured than we thought, certainly for weeks now. And that is possibly attributable to the bad play that we have seen because he hasn't been able to do what it is he can normally do. I think that the Colts kept this from everybody. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I going too far?
Well, listen, I think your opinion's your opinion because it's not like the Colts speak volumes in descriptions of the word transparency in our existence, Tony. So, yeah, you're not completely off base on any of it. You may not be completely accurate on some of it, but you're not off base on it. No, I just think this shows you the type of dire straits this team is at that position right now. You and I were kind of talking about, the old War Games reference, DEFCON 1, things like that yesterday. At this present time, and I think it's even worse than that when you're calling up a 44-year-old grandfather to come in. And I think the huge connection here, this is really hilarious, Tony. Had he stayed, and this was a part of the Colts operation that was a failure, again, that we rarely speak about. Had he stayed for season number 2, remember, he was here 2020. They had a nice season, go to the postseason, lose in Buffalo, but they felt he was going to be here in 2021. So they kind of put their eggs in that particular basket. Then he bailed, didn't want to play any longer. And then that continued the slide to Carson Wentz, to Matt Ryan, and so on and so forth. So he was a significant part of what has been this whole quarterback carousel from hell here. And he could have helped save it back in 2021, but he decided to retire. So I think that's hilarious as a part of all this. But what it really does is speak volumes of how incredibly screwed this team and that position is moving forward, especially for a playoff team, a team that's still in contention, numbers-wise for the postseason. You can't be more screwed than this.
Now, first, I accept your point on Ballard. Past performance may not be indicative of the future, and maybe everybody was on the up and up. I just have very little faith in Ballard as a GM. He's got other things he might do very, very well. I think this has been a colossal failure. But the idea that it's Philip Rivers, and I'm nothing against Philip Rivers, I think it would be fun to see. I'm pretty sure he could still throw. The guy's a trash talker, all the rest. I think he could fire up a team that seems deflated. But we're saying that there quite literally is nobody else out there. I mean, if we're going to talk about Philip Rivers, we might as well be talking about Johnny Manziel. Once you've opened the floodgates, everything is possible. There's nobody else out there, and there's no faith. Clearly, Leonard has an issue, and there's no faith in Rippon. Who should the Colts be looking to right now?
No, I think that the concentration should be on Rippon, but here's the funny part about that. He hasn't thrown a pass since 2023. That's who they have on the practice squad that they haven't brought up, that they're probably going to have to bring up, obviously, considering Riley Leonard's circumstances, unless they get Uncle Phil, down from retirement and all of a sudden put him through the process. This is the thing that's on field operationally speaking, Tony, that's going to stand out to me. They could not protect, and I'm talking the head coach and the play calling and the offensive line and their operation. They could not protect a clearly compromised with a fibula injury quarterback. So how are you going to protect a guy that you couldn't protect back in 2020, really? It was the quick rhythm, the quick release, got away the ball. I mean, you're going to have to really adjust so many things that you couldn't adjust with a compromised and an injured Daniel Jones. So how would this possibly work? I think it's all good conversationally and for dialogue, but really, truly, it's stratospherically embarrassing is what it is.
So fine, it's stratospherically embarrassing.
Yeah.
The problem is the Colts have to put out a product on Sunday. Yes. So what should they do?
To me, I think it's going to be Brett Rippon. If you're going to put me on the spot right now, which I think you are, Brett Rippon is going to come from the practice squad, and he's going to be the quarterback. I don't think we're going to see Anthony Richardson again this season, and not so much because they don't trust him or he doesn't want to play. It's because he's on IR, and that injury to his eye socket, as you mentioned, the lack of transparency, right? The injury to the eye socket was much more severe than I think anybody around here believes. And, Tony, here's one for you. Ready for this one? You want to know what's going to happen next year? Are you ready, Tony?
I'm ready.
Buckle up. We're going to see the same three quarterbacks next year.
Yeah.
Right here. We're going to see the same three. They're going to re-sign Daniel Jones. They're going to have Riley Leonard as a part of this. And you're going to have Anthony Richardson, who's still got a year remaining on his deal here, too. Again, if you're asking me right now, that's what we're going to see. That's again, how bad it is. But I did want to remark about your thoughts. The lack of transparency is something that the Colts are going to have to own forever because that's what they have been. And they've tried to fix that, but they haven't fixed that enough. And people around here are always going to believe that they're not getting the truth because of the entire Luck era and what we've been through. And I think that's just common knowledge and the way that it's going to be until further notice.
I'm looking at, talking to JMV, the voice of sports in Indiana, the best quarterback free agent still out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know if I don't know the list. You might. Nate Sudfeld and Taylor Heineke and Clayton Tune, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Tim Boyle, Bryce Perkins, Logan Woodside, Desmond Ridder. At what moment are the Colts so desperate, JMV, that they look to a guy by the name of Colin Kaepernick?
Never. Well, I mean, I don't even know if it's
you say never. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm only asking because when desperate things happen.
It is never. Hey, Taylor Heineke, by the way, the only team that he's really good against would actually be the Colts in their defense. He had a good game like years ago against the Colts inside Lucas Oil Stadium. Here's what's even more frightening, because they don't have any options. They don't have any money. They don't have any first-round picks. Look at the free agency class of quarterbacks next year, and then get back with me on that. That's why I'm talking about bringing back these three, because the ones that are out there right now that are going to be available for the Colts are not any better than this three. This is the purgatory, Tony, that this team, this franchise, this organization is in right now and then moving forward. This is just kind of a precursor. This is an appetizer. The main course is still to come, because this is going to be long-lasting. This has been an absolute disaster. And this is just kind of the opening act, the funny portion of it, in inviting a 44-year-old former quarterback, future Hall of Fame quarterback, grandfather in to try out for a game you're playing in Seattle coming up on Sunday. Doesn't get much more hilarious than that, Tony. It just doesn't.
That right there is JMV with no good news for you whatsoever. He is the voice of sports in Indiana. He is also a downer. He's JMV.
Sorry, pal.
It's the way it goes. Appreciate you, man. Right now, we've got Matt Baer in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's up, Matt?
Crash on the exit ramp from northbound 65 to 38th Street. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Looks like it's close to the right side of that 38th Street exit ramp. Again, the kind of collector that takes you to 38th Kessler. Boone County, crash eastbound Whitestown Parkway at I-65. Be careful in that area. Hancock County, eastbound 70, about a mile after State Road 9. Cleanup of a rolled semi-trailer continues with traffic backed up to Fortville Pike. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Hammer here for my friends at AAA. The holidays are here. It's upon us, and so is winter weather. This year, stay prepared and give everyone on your list the gift of a peace of mind by giving them a AAA membership. As a AAA member, you get roadside assistance 24/7, 365. Flat tire, dead battery, you name it, AAA is there. You also get exclusive travel discounts, hotels, rental cars, and all the cool events happening around the Hoosier State this holiday season. Now through the end of the year, new members can join AAA for just $50 for a one-year classic membership and add an associate for free. This is a great gift idea. Give someone you care about a AAA membership. Visit AAA.com and use the code HOLIDAY25. That's HOLIDAY25 at AAA.com, or just call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. Give the gift of AAA this holiday season. Tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Christmas is almost here, and if you're shopping on a budget, you shop at PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Truly unique pieces you won't find anywhere else. And sale prices every single day. At PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, you'll find gold, diamonds, gemstones, exquisite, one-of-a-kind pieces, and incredible local artist designs all within your budget. Your perfect place to shop for the holidays. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg, or online at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers. Fine craftsmanship at its best.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in those four walls of yours, yeah, we call Booher. That's what we do. That's what I'm doing to get myself a bit of a kitchen refresh. Yeah, we're going to increase a little bit of countertop space. We're going to change that backsplash around. These final steps that we've always wanted to make the kitchen feel like a part of the home. That's what's happening with Booher. And if we're talking about the countertop, we're trying to replace that sink. We're going to create a look for the whole place that not only looks good, but also stands the test of time. We're not interested in following the trend. We're interested in something that we're going to be able to look at 5 years, 10 years from now and say, this is fantastic. And Booher understood us and said, okay, here's what we can do to help make that happen. With Booher Remodeling, it's the best materials. It's the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. It's the highest quality brand names you know and trust, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Booher Remodeling. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. They're listening to you. They're making sure they understand you, and then they're developing a plan so you know what happens every single time they are there. That way, the stress is just gone, and the results, fantastic. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. I'm going to write myself a little note right there. There's a case in front of the Supreme Court got argued yesterday. And it's really a question about whether or not the president can fire whomever the president chooses to fire, which is a weird thing. Why can't the president fire people? Because this agency class that we've created, this pseudo fourth branch of government, which no one should be in favor of, the rules could lead one to believe that they cannot be replaced by an executive action. That the president can't simply say, you work for me, and you're fired. Somehow they are above it all. And this goes into looking at a decision from 1935, which limited the president's ability to remove somebody in this agency kind of way, in these agency worlds. The problem is that this decision has been slowly chipped away at, bit by bit and piece by piece. Now, is it a possibility that when it comes to the Federal Trade Commission, which is the agency in question, the president can fire, but another agency, the president can't? And how is it possible that a president can't fire at all? That's nuts. Well, the court seems somewhat interested in this idea, except for Ketanji Brown Jackson. I have said before, and I will say it again, the court wants her gone. Elena Kagan, Sonia Sotomayor, never mind everybody else, they know that she's incompetent. She is not smart enough to be on the court. Well, Tony, you're a racist. She was never capable. Judge Boasberg is as white as powder, and he isn't capable of being on the court either. Neither is Merrick Garland. Save your race baiting for others. Ketanji Brown Jackson is not bright, or at least not bright in the way that you need to be a Supreme Court justice, and can't do the job. This is her argument regarding the idea of we can't let the president be in charge. We need experts to be in charge. Unelected experts.
Some issues, some matters, some areas should be handled in this way by nonpartisan experts. That Congress is saying that expertise matters with respect to aspects of the economy and transportation and the various independent agencies that we have. So having a president come in and fire all the scientists and the doctors and the economists and the PhDs and replacing them with loyalists and people who don't know anything is actually not in the best interest of the citizens of the United States.
What do you mean they don't know anything? This is opinion. What do you mean they don't know anything? Because you and your friends think they don't know anything? What is this? And why is it somehow wrong that the duly elected president, elected by the people who do know something, can't pick the people that he wants? He was elected to make this decision. And here's Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson saying, well, it's not good enough because they're not experts the way I decide someone's an expert.
These issues should not be in presidential control. So can you speak to me about the danger of allowing, in these various areas, the president to actually control the Transportation Board and potentially the Federal Reserve and all these other independent agencies? In these particular areas, we would like to have independence.
What are you talking about? Again, they should be agencies that exist with their own budgets and their own world and never be elected and yet have unbelievable influence over the United States? What kind of world do you want to run, Justice Jackson? Now, in moments, she's going to get to her world famous, I don't understand. What I'm trying to understand, she's always saying this in every single case.
We don't want the president controlling. I guess what I don't understand from your overarching argument is why that determination of Congress, which makes perfect sense given its duty to protect the people of the United States, why that is subjugated to a concern about the president not being able to control everything.
What makes us think Congress can pick smart people either? What is this belief? The question before us is, can the president fire somebody from an agency? And I believe the answer is yes. And I believe that the agencies are not special. And just like we saw the end of Chevron deference, we should see a tearing away of the agency class being able to work with impunity and immunity. There should be a reckoning. And the idea, and as Justice Kavanaugh brought up, so you're saying that an agency is an agency forever, and the people elect a president and a Senate and a House, and that shouldn't have a change in the policies? Ketanji Brown Jackson is not worthy of the court. Let's just be clear about it and move on with our day. Impeachment needs to come. Matt Baer has traffic.
All All right, looking at northbound 65, crash on the exit to 38th Street. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Also in Boone County, northbound 65, crash at that entrance ramp from eastbound Whitestown Parkway. Okay, and eastbound Whitestown Parkway taking that crash right now. Please be careful in that area. Inbound 69, 8-minute delay, 116th Street, 282nd. Crash Hancock County, overturned semi on eastbound 70, about a mile after the State Road 9 interchange, as it's backed up to Fortville Pike for a 20-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show. Back at it this afternoon, the latest on the changing of the congressional maps. And buy your tickets now for Red, White, and Bold, presented by Jack Daniels. You guys better hustle.
At Busey, banking is about more than numbers. It's about relationships. For over 150 years, we've been helping individuals, families, and businesses reach their goals with personalized service and local decision-making. Whether you're opening your first account or planning your next big move, we're here with the tools and support to help you move forward with confidence. Busey Bank, your partner for life's moments, both big and small. Member FDIC.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
At Advent, nasal congestion and sinus infections can be solved with an in-office 20-minute procedure. Elsewhere, expect surgery.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner. The place for guys to go is Synergen X and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure and not compound. Get a free T-test today, fixmylowt.com.
Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment is necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. Guys, you'll wish you had started TRT sooner. Don't you wish you knew what your level was? Find out with the free TRT test at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com. Synergen X and Low T Center. Get that free T-test today. Fixmylowt.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
The cops said he started pulling out a knife and stabbing somebody. You have a clear radar, 26 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 41. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. The man accused of stabbing someone on Charlotte's light rail made a court appearance on Monday.
Oscar Gerardo Solorzano Garcia was denied bond at his hearing yesterday. Solorzano Garcia is facing several charges, including attempted first-degree murder and assault with a deadly weapon for this incident on Friday.
Fox's Madeline Rivera reports that police say the man was drunk when he carried out his attack.
When he got on the Charlotte light rail Friday night, authorities say he got into an argument with the victim before he took out a large knife and stabbed him in the chest. DHS says Solorzano Garcia has a lengthy criminal history. The Honduran native is here in the country illegally. He had been deported twice.
And the arrest comes months after a Ukrainian refugee was murdered on a Charlotte light rail train. The man accused of killing a healthcare CEO is back in court today. Luigi Mangione's pretrial hearing in New York City continues following Monday's claims from his defense attorneys that Pennsylvania cops invented a story about a possible bomb to search his backpack without a warrant. The U.S. Supreme Court will not take up a free speech case in Texas about books being removed from public libraries.
The dispute began in Texas's Llano County, where officials pulled more than a dozen titles dealing with race, gender, and sexuality from library shelves. A federal appeals court ruled earlier this year the removals did not violate the First Amendment, and that decision now stands. Free speech groups, including PEN America and the American Library Association, criticized the Supreme Court's move, warning it could encourage wider censorship. Llano County officials have not commented on the ruling.
That's Fox's Ted Linder reporting. Monday, the Indiana Senate heard testimony on redrawing congressional maps. Vietnam vet Chuck Bessing said,
I feel that I am for the amendment. I believe that we should pass this for the good of the people that I'm involved with.
And those against it say it's just a power grab from President Trump and the Republicans. The Senate should take up a vote on this at the end of the week. Indiana State Senator Andy Zay has proposed a bill to make the breaded tenderloin sandwich the official state sandwich. The bill, which got its first reading in the state Senate, would add a section to the Indiana Code recognizing the sandwich made with Indiana-raised pork. If it passes, the designation would start on July 1st of 26. And sports on WIBC, the Indianapolis Colts dealing with more injuries this morning. Quarterback Riley Leonard reported a knee injury Monday after replacing Daniel Jones, who tore his Achilles Sunday. The team hopes Leonard can play in Week 15 against the Seahawks, and they're bringing in 44-year-old veteran Phillip Rivers for a workout today. The Indiana Pacers beat the Sacramento Kings last night, 116-105. Andrew Nembhard scored 28 points, and he says his chemistry with teammates Pascal Siakam and Ben Mathurin is making a difference.
Been in sync on that side of the floor for the last couple of years. I mean, just understanding where he wants to get the ball and just both of us being aggressive and finding the right play. Yeah, and I think we've grown that over time, just experience playing together.
And the Pacers have won 2 in a row, trying to put this thing back together. They've won 5 of their last 10. They'll play the Philadelphia 76ers on the road Friday. It will be almost a month before the IU football team plays in the Rose Bowl on January 1st against either Alabama or Oklahoma. Indiana's head football coach Curt Cignetti.
I mean, we got great character kids and leadership on this team, and I have absolutely no question we'll be ready to play.
And the Hoosiers will continue a light practice this week before getting more rest and going full steam in a couple of weeks. Heisman finalists are out. They include IU quarterback Fernando Mendoza and Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love. And Monday Night Football, the LA Chargers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 22-19. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Crash on the exit ramp from northbound 65 238th Street. That ramp is open. It is partially blocked. In Whitestown, eastbound Whitestown Parkway, crash at the I-65 ramps. Please be careful making your way through there. Northbound at 465 on the northwest side, stop and go traffic from 79th up to 865. Inbound 69 slows from 116th Street to 82nd, an 8-minute delay. Southside northbound 65, stop and go from South Keystone Avenue up to the South Split, delayed 4 minutes because of construction. Hancock County, crash cleanup continues on a rolled semi. It's eastbound 70, about a mile after State Road 9 has us backed up to Fortville Pike, a 13-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now, what's the time right now? It's 7:36.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Jeremy Gump, Chief Administrative Officer for GT Independence, a company with over 900 employees nationwide.
We have a very significant end-of-year or beginning-of-year printing job that we do.
When your previous vendor and equipment couldn't perform, you contacted Applied Innovation.
And at that point, he got the right people in touch with us, and Applied Innovation helped us scale and automate this very complex year-end printing process. And more importantly, their support is fast and reliable every single day.
Sounds like Applied Innovation has become an important partner.
Absolutely. I would describe that as a partnership. Yes. They understand our business very well.
So you're sold on Applied Innovation?
Yes. Yes. When I get the opportunity, whether it's our local school districts or other local businesses, I'm quick to recommend Applied Innovation.
Make your complex job simple. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
'Twas the night before the holidays, and all through Indiana, not a parent was stressed, nor were grandpa or grandma. The children's gifts were marked off the list. Indiana 529 education savings plans were sure to be a hit. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of their future danced in their heads. Flexible options, a generous tax credit, and a convenient mobile app to help put a bow on it. These Hoosiers slept tight with a gift that would last. Visit myindiana529.com to start with just $10 fast. Read the disclosure booklet carefully before investing.
During much of Indiana's history, communicating on the telephone with the deaf or hard of hearing was nearly impossible. Friends and loved ones couldn't stay in touch, so the hard of hearing became isolated. Today, those with hearing loss have equal access with the captioned telephone from Relay Indiana and can keep their independence. Relay Indiana allows a caller to read what the other party is saying. This advanced technology keeps Hoosiers connected so that everyone can contribute to Indiana's productive future. Learn more at relayindiana.com.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. See Pierce Jewelers' breathtaking selection of lab-grown diamonds, refined to perfection and value. It's the new choice in diamonds. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, that's a lot of cards. I mean, that is a tremendous number of cards right there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you during downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff. It is all there. I bring it to you here on the Marketplace, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Your cash is waiting for you. It's a last paycheck. It's a dividend. It's a refund. I don't know why you're getting the money, but it's yours. The Attorney General doesn't know how to get it to you. So go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and get your cash. Fast, easy, free to use. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Bear, are you a baseball card guy? Were you ever?
Yeah, when I was a little kid, tiny kid.
You were a kid. Right, when you were just a little traffic hellion.
Barely 4.
Right, directing traffic at the family Thanksgiving.
I was on safety patrol.
Yeah, of course you
Jefferson
were.
Elementary School. I really was. That just popped into my head.
Yeah, I was also on safety patrol, but I grew out of it.
No, I was better. I bet you I
Sure.
bet you I was a better crossing guard than you were.
Oh, I was not a crossing guard. I was in the hallways.
That's not safety patrol. That's a hall monitor. I was I was certified. I had the badge. I know I had the badge. I
had the badge and the sash, which they actually made in my size, which when I was a kid was that was the size I was.
You know what my brother used to sing to me? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Anytime
I tried running.
Oh yeah. I don't want to use the word fat. No, I was a lumpy kid.
Tubsy wubsy?
Tubsy wubsy. Yeah, I was a
hefty
ball of joy. Roundish in my size. Yeah. You'd sing Weebles wobble and they don't fall down. I'd start crying.
Were you considered cuddly?
Yeah. Oh, I was cuddly. Yeah. I was a cuddly monkey.
I was just considered fat. So can we please not go back with the wounds?
Oh, I hate
the point
that
was,
word.
I had a badge, and it felt good to be somebody for a while.
Yeah, well, I ran the whole thing. I had a little cartel going on at safety patrol.
This is Matt there trying to outdo me on safety patrol.
No. Hey, listen,
grade.
Let's go find a street right now, Benford Boulevard at 71st. You walk out in the middle, see what happens. Then I'll walk out in the middle and see what happens. We'll see who's the better crossing guard.
Okay, but you first.
Okay, fine. I'll go for it. I don't care. I'm Shane Steichen. I'm Shane Steichen. I take the ball every time.
Matt Bear, so you liked baseball cards?
I mean, not anymore, but I did. Yeah.
You did, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Somebody is selling 19 sets of factory-sealed baseball cards for $250.
Oh, no.
19 sets of baseball cards. This is like, I've done the counting. I did the math. This is like 42 million baseball cards.
This is like playing the lottery, okay? Because why are you buying these cards? To find a rookie card or something that's valuable. So basically, you're making a $250 gamble that something's going to come out of one of these 19 boxes that's going to make you a lot of money. So
I think this is the best Christmas gift anyone could ever get.
Ooh, you got me there.
Right? You got a kid who's into baseball, you buy this, and this is Christmas. The dining room table, everybody's sitting around trying to find the cards.
Well, this could be a family thing. I mean, if I'm a kid now, I don't care about who was a rookie in 1990. I mean, I would rather be getting, more up-to-date baseball cards. I mean, if you look at this list, it's from 1980 to 1990, and I'm not interested.
The cards are from 1988, 89, 90, and 91. That's when the cards are from.
So it'd be fun for the family. Yeah, you put the extras around, maybe millennials are into it and everybody gets into the thing and has a Christmas out of it. So that could be cool.
Yeah, I am 10,000% in on this. 19 sets. I don't know if it's a good price or not, but concept I'm into. I like it. I would do this. I think it's a great way to spend Christmas. You know what? Everybody's snowed in. No one can get out. You pull this out, and next thing you know, it's off to the races. You have hours of fun ahead of you. Hours of fun.
Hours and hours and hours.
And $250, Matt. Are you in or you out?
I'm out. I'm totally out. Yeah.
So, if it was $250 for your old Safety Patrol badge and sash.
No, man.
Do you still have it?
Hey, guys, you don't leave the Safety Patrol. Safety Patrol's always in your heart. Okay? I don't need a badge anymore. Once you're there, you're there. I mean, it grows on you. It grows in you.
Okay, I have found a 1960s Captain School Safety Patrol badge. This is happening in real time. Oh, I cannot wait. Find everything we do for the marketplace at WIBC.com. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, we're looking at Hancock County, eastbound 70, crash about a mile after State Road 9 and backing us up to Fortville Pike. East side, northbound 465, stop and go off 70 up to East 56th Street, then inbound 69 grinding, 9-minute delay, 116th Street to 465. Crash on the exit from northbound 65 to 38th Street and Boone County, crash on eastbound Whitestown Parkway at I-65. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:45.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial. It's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Of course, Galaxy Concrete Coatings did an amazing job on my garage floor. My Galaxy Concrete garage floor coating is out of this world. Hey, by the way, Galaxy Concrete Coatings is supporting the Salvation Army Radiothon through my virtual red kettle. They're matching donations up to $1,000 now through December 12th. So help make someone's life a little better. Go to WIBC.com, look for Nigel's virtual red kettle with Galaxy Concrete Coatings matching up to $1,000. And by the way, Galaxy Concrete Coatings did such an amazing job on my garage floor. I had them back out to my house to come do the concrete floor in the utility room in my basement. They worked a miracle with that thing. There were cracks. It was uneven. It was stained, never maintained. Hey, don't forget Galaxy Concrete Coating matching donations up to $1,000 on my virtual red kettle for Radiothon and the Salvation Army. Go to WIBC.com.
This Christmas, remember, the gift of Jesus isn't just a promise for eternity. It's a gift for today. And when Christ was born that first Christmas morning, he brought peace that passes understanding, wisdom, joy beyond circumstances, community, and freedom. And while these gifts don't fit under a tree, they were made possible on the tree that carried the weight of the world, the cross. So make Jesus a priority for you and your family this Christmas. Join us at Life Church as we celebrate the greatest gift ever given. Go to lifechurchin.com for details.
Holiday savings are in full swing right now at Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 sale. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. Come on in to Tom Roush for those holiday savings. And Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Maintenance is going to drastically increase the efficiency and performance of your system. It's also going to significantly improve the longevity of it. People think that they are saving money by skipping their maintenance, and in reality, they're just shaving years off the life and increasing the consumption of that unit, spending a lot more in the long term.
Get your tune-up today at Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Looking for the hottest trends in jewelry this year? Come to Pierce Jewelers and see their Love to Love collection in lab-grown diamond jewelry. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Have an easy holiday at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Even custom cards and wrapping paper. Staples, that was easy.
Game day starts at the Slippery Noodle. Monday, December 22nd, it's the Colts Ultimate Tailgate from 4 to 8:15 p.m. Great food, good vibes, and all the pregame fun you need.
Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Trump 1 year later. A red tie gala downtown Indianapolis presented by Premier Arms and PA Jewelers with a whole bunch of other good people. And I got to tell you, tickets are selling. I'm very pleased. I want you there. We're going to take a look at Trump's first year. We're going to take a look at how this plays into the midterms, what has to happen for a victory, and we're going to drink incredible bourbon while we're at it. The food's going to be great, live music, and, of course, everybody in their Sunday best with the red tie like a black tie, but we're doing it red tie. It's going to be amazing, and you need to be there. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. You can go to WIBC.com and get your tickets. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. It is the Christmas gift, the Hanukkah gift, the gift. January 24th, 2026. You got to go right now. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. It's going to be incredible. I want you there. Get your tickets right now. We've got the ballroom, people, and we're going to have ourselves a ball. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. The bourbon, the food, incredible opportunities going around. I've got great giveaways as well. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Go to WIBC.com. Get your tickets. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala presented in part by Premier Arms and PA Jewelers. More great sponsors coming on all the time. Can't wait to share that information with you. I read a story yesterday, and I said, this is insane. Now, some people in MAGAville are going to say to me, Tony, you don't understand what Trump's doing. I understand when the man is wrong, and I'm willing to fight. President Trump is going to allow NVIDIA to export its H200 chip to China. The United States is going to receive a 25% cut. I don't want to receive a cut. China can't have the chips. Are you insane, sir? You think a 25% cut matters? Look at the money we make. This is an existential threat. You can't let China have the chips that work AI, that really allow that level of computing power. Are you out of your mind? Because you're out of your mind. It's not a mistake. It's insane. Well, look at all the money we're going to bring in. Not interested. I'm interested in the survival of the United States. China's the enemy. You don't have to think of people as an enemy, and you could make a deal here and make a deal there. Sometimes the deal is there ain't no deal to be made. Sometimes it isn't about you and your great deal making. And look at all the money. This is about the threat that is the Chinese communist. So can we all just recognize that that's the threat, and every other conversation is bunk, garbage, horse crap? Is nobody in your inner circle willing to look at you and say, are you nuts? Don, are you nuts? And that's the way it's got to get asked. I'll ask it in the proper way. Mr. President, are you nuts? Are you out of your mind? You don't sell the Chinese these chips. You don't allow for it to happen. Under conditions, you're going to allow this sale that, quote, allow for strong national security. What? There's no condition. If you trust the Communist Chinese Party, you're out of your head. We need to be tougher, not somehow sweeter. They're looking for total control. You can't allow the Communist Chinese to own property in the United States. You can't allow them to own business in the United States. You can't allow them to own land in the United States. You cannot allow these chips to go over there. I haven't forgotten how they screwed us on COVID and wanted us to die. So the answer is no. And no, their students can't come to our universities. Tell the U.S. universities if they can't afford to exist without Communist Chinese money, they can go out of business. We'll be better off in the long run. Mistake. Massive. Dangerous. And yes, I will be on the phone with both my senators today because they better get real loud, Jim Banks and Todd Young. We don't do this. As I see the story, this is dangerous. And he has to be told no by you right now. Matt Bear has traffic.
Crash westbound 70 Shadeland Avenue has us backed up past 465. Crash cleanup in Hancock County. Eastbound 70 mile after State Road 9 backed up to Fortville Pike. Eastbound 465 slows on the north side from Michigan Road 231. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, a new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Can you believe the year's almost over? Completing tasks before the end of the year can help you start fresh and organized in 2026. It's time to address the things in your home that you've been ignoring. If you have any drywall cracks, cracked bricks, floor and wall gaps, uneven floors, sticking windows and doors, or bowed walls, Indiana Foundation Service knows that all of these signs point to major damage building up in your foundation, and it will only get worse over time. But don't worry, with a free foundation inspection from Indiana Foundation Service, the team's experts will identify your home's issue at the source and provide you with a permanent solution. You'll want to get ahead of these problems sooner rather than later. Visit IndianaFoundation.com today to book your free inspection with a no obligation quote included. Indiana Foundation Service. There's a reason they are the trusted local experts.
Indiana Foundation Service. Reliability from the ground up.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what brought the cops in Morgan County to a home on Monday when forecasters say you could expect rain and snow, what IU's head football coach is saying about their upcoming game in the Rose Bowl, and what leaders in Speedway are considering. Those stories and more coming up after Fox News. From the Technology Recycler Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
Dark and sinister forces. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump on Truth Social says that's the only reason anyone would be against the tariffs he's imposed on other countries' imports. And the biggest threat in history to United States national security, he says, would be a negative decision on tariffs by the Supreme Court. It's considering whether the president misapplied the law to justify tariffs. The ensuing trade war has hurt some American farmers who are now getting some relief.
Soybean and other crop growers will get a one-time direct payment as part of $12 billion in agriculture aid.
Farmers are an indispensable national asset, part of the backbone of America.
But the tit-for-tat tariffs led to China refusing to buy soybeans for much of the year.
I told this to President Xi. Our soybeans are more nutritious than competitors.
China has resumed soybean exports from the U.S., but President Trump says he'll sign off on additional relief for farmers if needed. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The president gives a speech about his economic agenda today in Pennsylvania. The Supreme Court today is taking up a case about campaign finance limits.
A few years ago, then Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, Congressman Steve Chabot, and the National Republican senatorial and congressional committees challenged a limit on political parties coordinating with candidates, saying the financial restrictions violated their First Amendment rights. An appeals court panel said they raised some fair points, but they still had to contend with a Supreme Court ruling from 24 years ago that already upheld the federal limits. The Trump administration, however, has said they have no interest in defending the rule, so the courts appointed a former clerk for Justice Roberts to argue on behalf of keeping the rule in place. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Ukraine's President Zelensky, after meeting with European leaders in London, says his country, again, will not cede land to Russia. That's part of the peace plan proposed by President Trump. And German Chancellor Friedrich Merz says the Trump administration's national security strategy shows the need for Europe to be more independent. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
A police canine in a large emergency response. You have a clear radar and it's 26 degrees in the capital city, going up to 41. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 8:02.
As the canine started to go towards the person, he reached back behind him, grabbed a large blunt object and struck the canine over the head, rendering it unconscious, and then struck it at least 2 or 3 more times.
That's Morgan County Sheriff Richard Myers explaining Monday what happened during a break-in near Patton Lake when deputies had to shoot a man who hit a canine named Bullet over the head with a large object.
It's one of your officers going down. It's one of your own. That was very evident today because once that happened, one of the other officers picked it up and ran 1/10 of a mile up a hill that I was winded walking up today to get it to a car so they could self-transport to the emergency care.
And Myers says Bullet is going to be okay. The man who was shot by the cops was flown to the hospital in Indianapolis. Aaron Updike at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis, says we'll see mostly dry conditions throughout the day.
Until we get after dusk tonight. So looking at right around that 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. time frame is when some of those scattered showers will come in.
And he says most of the showers will stay north of the I-70 corridor, with the heaviest rain falling in Lafayette and Kokomo. Updike adds that tomorrow morning will be chilly with a chance for rain and snow mixing. More snow is expected Thursday and Friday. Redistricting is a topic at the State House dominating the headlines Monday. Senate Pro Tem Rod Bray laid out the schedule for the rest of the week.
On Tuesday, we'll come back into the chamber for a very quick session to take the committee report. Wednesday, you'll see us have a second reading. And then probably Thursday, potentially Friday, but probably Thursday, you'll see a third reading vote on this issue.
And testimony was heard from Hoosiers all across the state Monday who spoke out for and against redrawing the state's voting maps. Leaders in the town of Speedway are considering a new stormwater utility fee to help pay for repairs and upgrades to its aging stormwater system. They say the fee would create a dedicated funding stream for sewers and other infrastructure projects. The proposal was introduced at last night's city council meeting. A public reading of the ordinance is scheduled for December 22nd. If approved, in a second reading, the council would adopt the measure after a third reading on January 12th. Indiana Hoosier head football coach Curt Cignetti said Sunday that his team is going through a lot of new learning experiences.
But he also believes they'll make the most of it. I'm Sean Herrick. They're now the #1 ranked team in the country, and Cignetti says they're looking to learn from last year's college football playoff experience when they lost to Notre Dame.
Second time through, you're always better. This one's a little different because you got a little more time off. But like every other experience from our first year, the returners all learn from those. Some of the newcomers have been in this situation before.
He says his team will practice enough to stay sharp, but also make sure they get fully healthy by the time they play in the Rose Bowl on January 1st. Sean Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
He's 44 years old, and he hasn't played in the NFL in about 5 seasons, but the Indianapolis Colts are still bringing in Phillip Rivers for a look in a workout today as they lost their starting quarterback Sunday, and their backup hurt his knee. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Hancock County crash eastbound at 70 after State Road 9, about a mile after 9, backing us up to Fortville Pike, and that's a delay of a couple of miles. 14 minutes on the delay time. East side crash, westbound 70 at Shadewood Avenue, left shoulder closed, traffic slow to 465. East side northbound 465, stop and go after Brookville Road past Penn Pike. Inbound 69 delayed 7 minutes from 106th Street to 465. Southbound 65 stop and go traffic after 38th Kessler 221st. South side northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone up to the South Split delayed 5 minutes because of construction. Traffic sponsored by SuperSure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We've got some chilly conditions out there this morning. I think we'll see some sunshine later today. It is going to be a bit breezy, but for the first time in 12 days, we're going to look for high temperatures in the 40s. Tonight, we'll see some scattered showers. Overnight, still pretty breezy. And then heading into Wednesday, some scattered rain showers changing to a few snow showers, and we could see some minor accumulations, also some reduced visibility at times with the windy conditions. We'll look for high temperatures early in the day in the 40s, and then we'll fall into the 30s for the afternoon, and really cold heading into the weekend. So heads up.
That is Tara Hastings, right there of Wish TV. No word yet on whether or not she is confirmed to be with us on January 24th. Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala, downtown Indianapolis, the Hyatt Regency. Get your tickets right now at WIBC.com or tickets.TonyKatz.com. She has yet to confirm. Yet to confirm.
Do I have to wear a red tie?
You can wear a red dress. You can wear a red suit. You can wear a red something.
Okay. Gotcha.
Notice that's not confirmation. That's just an understanding of dress code.
Right. Yes.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
If you don't want to see the people who appreciate you and support you every single day, I mean, that's up to you.
No. I know.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Bring your baby. Bring your bourbon. Be all good.
Oh, bourbon. Bourbon.
By the way, her baby was like, whatever, but bourbon, oh, sweet bourbon.
Right.
All of a sudden, she's Homer Simpson. Oh.
Priorities.
Right. There it is. Tara Hastings, appreciate you. I got to go do some radio. We'll catch up tomorrow. Right now, we've got 26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:09. So yes, the station is moving locations, and we're not moving on the dial. I think people freaked out a little bit from the story. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on, everybody? I don't know if Kendall and Casey talked about it. I don't know if Hammer and Nigel talked about it. Maybe they did. But that as a company, we are leaving our longtime home in the Emmis building. The story was at IBJ, and so, all right, talk about it. So we're leaving the Emmis building and heading over to Radio 1's original home in Indy. I think it was the original home there, up the road a piece, up the road a ways, as the kids say. The kids don't say that, but I do. And they've redone it, and it's clean, and from here's what I know about the new studio, and producer Carl has been there. For a radio station, we have a tremendous amount of video cameras set up. It's crazy, wired for video, not wired for sound, wired for video. Welcome to the new world, people. We are an all-encompassing media company here at Radio 1, Urban One. So yeah, that's happening this week and next week. No, not this week. Next week and the week after. It's going to be, or is it this week? No, it's this week and next week. This is going to be happening. Are we moving on up to the east side? Asked the chat room there on YouTube. No, we're not. No, we're not. This is not the location I wanted. And I will admit that leaving the circle stinks. It does. Tony, you don't even go downtown. Yes, but when I do, I like to be on the circle. It does. It's not as attractive as a location, but I think it's going to be better, and everyone believes it's going to be better for the radio product, for what we do as a whole. So that's what's happening. Everybody's coming along. It's not like, hey, we're moving buildings, and by the way, you guys don't have a job. I have not heard that at all. Although, producer Carl, if I were you, I would try not to hold any meetings within the next week. If anybody says, hey, we need to have a meeting, don't show up. That'd be my advice to you right there. So yeah, we're just moving buildings. It's going to be cool. I will miss it though. I don't know what's going to happen to the Emmis building. I assume that it's going to get sold and it'll become something else and life goes on. But to think of my first day walking in there, crazy. And I will on the last day, I will, in that building, I will do my show from there. Oh, I am that level of nostalgia. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store, and ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
So the truth is, women live longer than men, often by many years. This has big financial consequences for women. They run a greater risk of running out of money in retirement. That's why it's critical women have the right strategy to file for Social Security. You really have to have someone that knows what they're doing.
The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong age. It's not understanding how Social Security impacts their IRA and 401k withdrawals, their taxes, and even their Medicare premiums. Discover how you could get the most out of your benefits with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now at 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker. The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2, crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BODY to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out. Wow, that's on the green, man. Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BODY to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's happening?
East side crash, westbound 70th Shadelet Avenue, blocking the left shoulder, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 465. Hancock County, eastbound 70 crash, about a mile after State Road 9, blocks the right lane. Jams up traffic for a couple of miles to Fortville Pike in a 21-minute delay. Inbound 69 delayed 7 minutes, 116th Street to 82nd. Northbound 465 slow from 86th Street to 865, and southside northbound 65 delayed 6 minutes. Keystone Avenue up to South split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by SuperSure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get SuperSure, not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but SuperSure coming soon. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Now, if I trust Tara Hastings, and I do trust her with the weather, we're going to see ourselves at 40 degrees this afternoon. That's beautiful. That's lovely. So my advice to you is any of those outdoor things you were planning to do it tomorrow. Because by the weekend, we're going to be back into highs of the 20s and lows in the single digits, hovering around zip. See that, Carl? That's proper placement. Also, stop it. The time is 8:16.
Hello, this is Don Steffi, Executive Director for the Indianapolis Ballet. 'Tis the season for family fun and the Nutcracker, brought to life by your Indianapolis Ballet and the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, December 18 through the 23rd at Clues Memorial Hall. Don't miss this delightful family classic. Brilliant festive dancing, colorful sets and costumes, and Tchaikovsky's beautiful score, performed by the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. Indianapolis Ballet's The Nutcracker. Tickets at indieballet.org.
Holiday savings are in full swing right now at Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 sale. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. Come on in to Tom Roush for those holiday savings. And Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 52220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Mind and Lab Grown Diamond Store.
So we get voted out of committee, and now redistricting will be in front of the Senate. I think it's Thursday. Look, I think it's 50-50. Now, you only need 26 votes. You've got plenty of room there to maneuver. You would think it's a better chance than 50-50 that the Senate votes for redistricting. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It was a 6-3 vote. And, well, I had been asked, I had done a radio interview earlier that day after the morning show, about what I thought about there were these 3 holdouts and what do I think? I said, well, I think whichever way Greg Good goes, the other 2 will go, and I think that proved accurate. But to move things to the vote of the full Senate does not mean that everyone's going to vote for it. I put forth to you still on redistricting that for all the noise, I do not think that if redistricting should happen, that it's going to energize Democrats the way some Republicans fear it. Some Republicans just fear. I think the question is, how are you energizing voters with good policy? There's the question. How is that going? And I don't think it's going great. I don't think that you've won any friends on the issue of data centers. I don't think you've won any friends on the conversations of growth. I don't think we have satisfied any conversations from those paying attention on Elevate Ventures. And I don't think that we have an answer to the question, hey, what is Indiana all about? Which seemed to be about a growth strategy, and right now, I don't know what it is. You think the willingness to allow Indianapolis to continue to fail has brought any faith to the General Assembly? The total unwillingness to address that property taxes are a problem. Well, no, just wait, things will get better. Well, talk to people about how they're going to get better. Where is the outpouring of conversation? No, just get a political win, all that you can. Well, Tony, don't you believe in redistricting for the political win? Oh, absolutely. Do I think redistricting stops all the other things? Absolutely not. Which has been the whole problem. And one of my problems with the people opposed to redistricting, you're focusing on this and not all the other stuff. No, the problem is they're not focusing on the other stuff too. As well as, that's the story. It's the whole story. I heard a lot of talk about the redistricting and people speaking in front of a committee about redistricting, and it was all, we oppose mid-cycle redistricting. So you're not opposed to new maps. You're opposed to when we do the new maps. That's not an argument, as I see it. I will say that the map itself, I think it properly does give people pause. I think if this is the best you could do, that is saying something. And I'm not surprised to see people look at that map, that actual drawing, and say, I don't know about this. I think the map has given people more opportunity to be like, oh, I'm not that. Redistricting I'm interested in. Not that. Not that. And so I'm curious to see how the Senate goes here. Curious to see how they play it out. Whether it happens or whether it doesn't happen, we still have a property tax issue to discuss. We still have a growth issue to discuss. We still have a safety issue to discuss. And will we? What are we going to see in this session? I know it's the shorter session. We're going to see like 3 things get done and boom and out and no one answering a question. And this is I think the concern. What's the strategy in Indiana? Well, you can't have a strategy if you're talking about this. Of course you can. And the people saying that aren't worthy of any position of leadership. That's my argument. You can't walk and chew gum, boo-boo? Well, then, sorry. Sorry, you're not in the right place. You're not. At all. So, redistricting, we'll see what they do. Governor Ron DeSantis making a move I approve of. By the way, he's running. The move, designating the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE as foreign terrorist organizations, just like we have seen Texas do. Correct. I don't care if they like it. I don't care if they're happy with it. I don't care if they scream Islamophobia. Who cares? Doesn't mean anything. Facts are facts. In my view, just based on the anecdotal information, CARE runs cover for some of the worst people out there. The Muslim Brotherhood is exactly what they are. And we, as Americans, should be asking whether or not we accept refugees and migrants from Islamic nations. I don't want this. But I also don't want Islamists who believe in instituting political systems wherever they go under the guise of calling it a religion and trying to subjugate those around them with their ideology. Not interested. Certainly not interested in the terrorism that seems to accompany it. You can call me any name you want. I've got the facts on my side. So I like this move from Ron DeSantis because it is a much more honest approach to what it is we're dealing with. And then we know that the Colts have got themselves a problem. Daniel Jones has surgery for the Achilles. Riley Leonard is injured. There is clearly no faith in Brett Rippon. So they're looking to Phillip Rivers to come in. They're going to test out Phillip Rivers and see if he can come back and still play. I think we're missing a moment. And I have nothing against Phillip Rivers. And if he could do it, that'd be awesome. There are no quarterbacks out there. So I decided to write a letter because we were in desperate times. And it's on Twitter X if you follow me there. I read it to you now. Good Sir Captain Andrew Luck, hard times have descended on our glorious Colts. Our leader, a decent man named Daniel, has fallen to tragic means. His young lieutenant, a good person indeed by the name of Riley, seemingly has a case of gout in the knee. Glory can shine upon our proud people and those who cheer us on, but we cannot continue in this clear shambles. Good sir, we have begun the search for leadership. We look to those of long age who have moved to the farms for a quieter life, begging them for their advanced knowledge to ensure for us and our loved ones the chance at victory and immortality. Captain Luck, can we look to you to place upon your shoulders the paths and the people, to place upon your crown the helmet, Captain Andrew Luck? Can we look to you for the shoe? We have a stew over the coals to warm you upon your arrivals, and the tenderloins are only a drop of oil away from perfection. We beg of you, Captain Andrew Luck, answer the call and bring our Colts to victory. I don't know if the message has reached California, but we can hope. Matt Barre's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Eastbound 70 crash in Hancock County at State Road 9, right lane block traffic jam to four-wheel bike. Inbound 69 slows 106, 282nd, a 5-minute delay. South side northbound 65 delayed 6 minutes from Keystone Avenue up to the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
I went and talked to the Senate. Just how inspired were they?
Join us Tuesday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
The holidays are here. Is endless hot water at the top of your Christmas wish list? Luckily, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering an amazing special during the holiday season. $1,000 off a tankless water heater. Give the gift of endless hot water and save $1,000 by calling Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Stay warm this holiday season with endless hot water from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give them a call at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
See Pierce Jewelers' breathtaking selection of lab-grown diamonds, refined to perfection and value. It's the new choice in diamonds. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Indy, stop using the fall to paint year after year. Do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came, and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time, we had the roof done as well.
Now, you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty, and we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
This holiday season, experience the best of downtown Indianapolis with Winter Wonderland. Enjoy holiday traditions, festive attractions, and special events designed for families, date nights, and group outings. To start planning your holiday adventure, visit IndyWonderland.com. That's IndyWonderland.com. And on weekends, don't miss Spark Holidays on the Circle, where live music, Santa appearances, and holiday lights bring Monument Circle to life from 4 to 8 p.m. Find out more about Spark Holidays at circlespark.org.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
You may think prices are up, but they say that's not true. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis going up to 26. We'll reach 41 today. We haven't been in the 40s since Thanksgiving. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31.
In 22 states, the average price of gas is less than $2.75 a gallon. Gas prices are at their lowest point in 5 years. This is all thanks to President Trump's economic agenda.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt joining Fox News a couple of minutes ago as President Trump kicks off his affordability tour in Pennsylvania today. Democrats say the president's own policies are driving up costs. A section of I-65 in Bartholomew and Jackson counties is closed right now after a military semi-truck carrying explosives caught fire. The Bartholomew County Sheriff's Office says the highway shut down in both directions just south of Columbus. ICE operations are underway in Minnesota today following a fraud scandal that the Trump administration says has to do with the state's Somali community after 8 men were charged with wire fraud for stealing money from Housing Stabilization Services, which is part of Minnesota's Department of Human Services.
Unfortunately, it's really been put to test these last few years. I keep hearing renewed calls to reel it back and to disincentivize these program users. And it's really, it's disappointing that this has happened in the way it has.
And that's Minnesota State Senator Michael Holstrom talking to Fox News, who says the Treasury Department is looking into claims that members of the Somali community are sending stolen funds to terrorism organizations like Al-Qaeda. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office is looking into a break-in which led to a shooting.
After noticing a forced break-in at a home in Martinsville on Monday, Morgan County Sheriff Richard Myers says deputies fired off shots at the suspect after he used an object to hit and knock out K-9 Bullet, who was sent into the home. Sheriff Myers calls Bullet a hero.
These dogs, they save officers' lives every day, and that's what we saw here.
Bullet is doing better. The suspect was taken to a hospital. Body cameras captured the incident, and investigators are trying to determine if the man who broke in has any connection to the homeowner. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And a nonprofit in the Hoosier State is making a difference with the growing Latino population. Here's Johnette Cruz.
The Indiana Latino Institute recently wrapped up its statewide education summit and college and career fair, connecting over 3,000 students with educational and professional opportunities.
You know, we exist really to promote and increase educational attainment and workforce preparedness in young people across the state. We see education as the most powerful tool to create economic mobility and stronger communities.
That's Andrew Peñalba, acting president and CEO of ILI. The initiative, which started small and now operates in cities like South Bend, Fishers, and Evansville, brought students from 88 schools into contact with more than 110 employers and institutions. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
It is 8:34, time for sports on WIBC. The Indianapolis Colts said Monday that Daniel Jones is out for the season after tearing his Achilles in Sunday's loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Head coach Shane Steichen says backup Riley Leonard has a knee injury, which creates a mess for his staff.
Well, I think you got to be creative as an offensive staff and try to find ways to put your guys in position and do what the quarterback, whoever's out there, put them in position to be successful. And I think everyone needs to rally around that player. And you go out and play great in all three phases.
And the Colts plan to bring in 44-year-old quarterback Phillip Rivers today for a workout. They play the 10-3 Seattle Seahawks on the road Sunday. The Indiana Pacers back in the win column. They beat the Sacramento Kings last night, 116-105. Andrew Nembhard scorching hot down the stretch in the fourth quarter. He had 28 points. And top-ranked IU has several weeks to prepare for the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day.
We'll treat the first half of this just like any off week. We'll practice enough to stay sharp, get the rest and recovery in. Get the weights in.
And that's head coach Curt Cignetti. The team will play either Alabama or Oklahoma. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Ryan, looking at Hancock County, eastbound 70 crash cleanup continues on a rolled semi-trailer. And this is going to be about a mile after the State Road 9 interchange. Blocks the right lane and causes stop traffic for about 2.5 miles. A 19-minute delay to make it through that. Inbound 69. Stop and go traffic from 106 to 82nd. It's a 5-minute delay. East side northbound 465 stop and go from 70 past Penn Pike. South side northbound 65 slow through the construction. South Keystone Avenue into the south split, a 6-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say I love you. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 25 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is what? Oh, yeah, it's 8:36.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box.
For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Express the heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be the symbol that says, I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. We have got Dow futures down just 2 and NASDAQ futures down just 11. That is no movement whatsoever. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Oil prices down a little bit, $58.85 on that West Texas crude. That's the barrel price. $62.47 on the Brent crude. But the 10-year Treasury is up 4.158 right now. So expect a change or rise in the 30-year fixed mortgage, which is still holding on that weekly national average of 6.27. Gold prices, $4,198 an ounce. The silver, $58.56. I mean, that's just nutty. Absolutely nuts on that price. And of course, you've got this issue with the selling of AI chips to China. I think it's insane. Some people want to argue, well, this is Trump. You don't have all the data that he has. This is just a good move. You got to trust him. I'm going to say this is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. On its face, to sell these chips to China is a terrible idea. No, it's a national security issue. And to say to me, well, it's okay because we'll get 25% of the sale, that's crazed. Now, as CNBC is asking, will China actually want more of the chips? Literally next to that story, right next to that story at CNBC.com, U.S. uncovers scheme to reroute NVIDIA GPUs worth $160 million to China despite export bans. What are we doing? You know, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. It is exactly what it is. Chinese can't be trusted. The communists can't be trusted, because I'm always talking about the Communist Chinese Party. I'm not talking about your neighbor. I'm not talking about you. That's just weird. The communists can't be trusted. And we're fools to even pretend to play. Also in the chat room there, youtube.com / WIBC. I forget. Mine is Tony Katz. This is for WIBC. Some people are talking about the insane taxes we pay on gasoline. Great example of things we could be working on as a state that could be worked on regardless of what's happening with redistricting. A great example of the fact that if we can't do two things at the same time, we can't do anything. It's a weird, and I admit pathetic, kind of display that we can't do that. No, we can only do this right now. We can walk and chew gum. I mean, we should be able to walk and chew gum. We need to elect people who can walk and chew gum. And yes, the gas taxes in Indiana are way too high. Time to bring them down. Others have to figure out how to go without, which brings us back to a property tax conversation. And this idea that, you want cities to go without this money, or the cities won't be able to provide services, that's what people want, so you're just completely wrong. No. The argument has to be that you can't simply look at the people and say, oh, well, screw you. If there's no recognition from local municipalities or the state of the issues that the people are experiencing, and they say just give, where does that growth actually come from? If you say to me, well, people want the services, so they'll come for that, you are now going to push out everybody who can't afford it. And then these are the same people who tell us we need low-income housing. It's a weird kind of system they want to create. Maybe there does have to be a living within a budget. Maybe we have to accept the fact that, yes, indeed, people do want the services, and the cities that don't want to provide anything, they want to be this sleepy little town, they're going to die. They're going to get left in the dust. That there has to be a measured approach to how we engage these things, and we have to recognize the level of abuse that's happening to Hoosiers. On a statewide level, yeah, we pay too much in gas taxes, and we don't have the roads to show for it. We don't. The gas taxes are too much. A cut there would be appropriate, valuable, smart. Yes, we can engage cuts. We are capable, and we have the supermajority. And what's the point of having the power if you don't use it? Especially for good. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Scrolling all day, clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story, they really got into why it matters.
CEO of First American Nuclear believes we're heading into America's nuclear renaissance.
In 100 years, all successful nations will be powered by nuclear reactors. For the sake of our children, I'd like the U.S. to be one of them.
Oh, I check the WIBC website before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC at WIBC.com.
Tristan Fliss, IT support manager at Out of Door Academy, relies on applied innovation and paper-cut software to manage his fleet of printers.
It has taken the stress of completely managing 30 to 35 copiers on a day-to-day basis off of the department that I work for and put it into the hands of technicians that really know the equipment and know how to troubleshoot and fix it in a timely and efficient manner.
Would you recommend applied innovation and paper-cut?
Would I? 100%.
What would you tell other IT professionals about applied innovation?
That if they're looking for a company with great technology, great hardware, great customer service, and fast response time so that they don't have any downtime or little to no downtime, that Applied Innovation would be the company to look at.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com.
For nearly 100 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, we take a big picture approach, connecting you with the right experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Wealth Management, here for every chapter of your financial story.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, looking at the east side, a crash on northbound 465 between I-70 and Penn Pike. It's on the right shoulder, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 74, 3-minute delay. Also looking at northbound 65 on the south side, stop-and-go from Keystone Avenue up to the south split, and crash cleanup continues in Hancock County. This is eastbound 70, about a mile to the east of State Road 9 or after State Road 9. It's an overturned semi-trailer blocking the right lane, causing stop traffic back to Fortville Pike and a delay time of 19 minutes. Southside northbound 65 stop and go after South Keystone. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel expressed a heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be that symbol that says I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 26 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
KC and the Sunshine Band, live at Old National Center, January 23rd at 7:30 p.m. It's the ultimate throwback party. Get your tickets today at WIBC.com.
The end of the Civil War was near when quite accidentally a hero who sneezed abruptly ceased retreat and reversed it to victory. His Medal of Honor pleased and thrilled his proud little family troop. While pinning it on, some blood was spilled, and so it was planned he'd command.
Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Presented by Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. Get your tickets right now at tickets.tonykatz.com. Tickets.tonykatz.com. The bourbon, the food, you. We're going to take a look at Trump's last year, and then we're going to see how it plays and getting us towards the midterms. It's going to be a fantastic event, fantastic night. Red tie, get yourself fancy. This is January 24th, 2026, downtown Indianapolis. This is at the Hyatt Regency. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Tickets.tonykatz.com. That's where you go to get your tickets. I want to see you there. Presented in part by Premier Arms and PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. Can't wait. Get your tickets. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Producer Carl has picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I'm allowed to check with the chat room, or I can phone a friend for help, and I will do that right now. Matt Bear is my phone a friend. Matt, what is this television theme song?
That's American Horror Story, Tony.
Good work. Good work. I'm with the chat room here. This is the theme song to F Troop. Yeah. I would have had that one. I just want to say that for the record. I absolutely would have had that one. But thank you, chat room. Right there. We bring you the theme song every single Monday through Friday, brought to you by Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala, presented in part by Premier Arms and PA Jewelers. Get your tickets. Tickets.tonykatz.com. It's going to be amazing. I got asked in the chat. I was asked this the other day too, so I don't mind answering things. Did I miss TK's take on Peternell's son? Okay. This is the story of a 24-year-old that was arrested on 7 felony counts related to child sex crimes, child exploitation, possession of child sexual abuse material. Now, innocent until proven guilty in all these conversations. He is the son of Nathan Peternell. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's the lead pastor over at Life Church. One of the people who's a pastor over at Life Church, if I understand the story correctly, is the Lieutenant Governor, Micah Beckwith, who hosts a podcast with Nathan Peternell, Jesus, Sex, and Politics. I don't know if they still do the podcast, but they certainly did. When the story first came out, I said, hey, I don't have enough information, and I do not like the idea of guilt by association. Because this kid may have done something, this 24-year-old man may have done something, doesn't mean that Micah Beckwith did anything wrong at all. And I wasn't about to engage that way. I have enough ridiculousness with Micah Beckwith in terms of I don't think he's doing the job. And some people think he's doing the job. And someone sent me a list. He was at the forefront of a property tax reform. No, he wasn't. He was at the forefront of pretending to cheer property tax reform and then folded when everyone said this isn't property tax reform. Certainly didn't explain himself well. That's not something I cheer. If you tell me he's staunchly pro-life, well, absolutely. The man is staunchly pro-life. It can't be said any other way. And if pro-life is the way you vote, I can understand how he's absolutely your guy. I think there are other things as well that a state leader needs to do, and I think that in many places he's missing. He's missing the moment, which is why I think his political career is over. But I don't look at this story and say, well, I guess he's guilty. I do not say that Micah Beckwith is guilty of anything. And I think that there have been people who want to intimate that and kind of slam him for what has happened with somebody else's son. I think those people are weak. I think there's a lot of weakness that goes on out there. There's a lot of individual hatreds that go on, and people can't separate themselves from that. More has come out in this story regarding this pastor's son. You understand that this has become a national story. And I'm not so sure how Micah Beckwith expects to not have this come up and questions be asked, especially his attachment to the church with the revelation that the main pastor, as reported, is involved in making videos of himself and his wife engaged in sexual congress. And that those videos were on a laptop, right, belonging to a son. I have the story right. I think I have it accurate right there, as reported. That reporting could be wrong. I'm sharing with you what is reported. That could be enough to say, okay, I need to have a statement here. Certainly a pastor who's recording themselves en flagrante delicto, that's not leadership. I have no idea how any of this is supposed to mean that Beckwith has done something wrong. Based on what we have so far, based on the data we have so far, this is somebody else. He is connected to the church. That's where this ends right now. People who are desperate to want to make some kind of other snide or lascivious kind of allegation, I think they're weak people. Don't you have to have data? I thought that mattered. Look at me defending Micah Beckwith. Rational people have rational conversations. Remember that as the difference between us and everybody else. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Eastbound 70 Hancock County. Crash about a mile after State Road 9. Right lane blocked and jammed to Fortville Pike. A 21-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Show your true love and spoil her with that one special Christmas gift from Pierce Jewelers that will say, I love you. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic.
So the truth is, women